proud of the people. That's one of the greatest parts of this story that people like, is because I had no experience and I put people around me and made it happen. Sometimes you just got to do it. I'm sorry, but there are no. The thing about this country is there are no guarantees. We're only promised a chance at success, and you're going to fail many, many times. I'll be honest. I feel lucky that I was successful in my first film. You know, it's a timely issue that helped, but you're going to fail many times before you succeed. Simple as that. Don't let that discourage you. So.
How do you, knowing that today's consumers are between the ages of 12 to 22 and higher, with the majority of the interest of the consumer comes in, how do you get young buyers to, take initiative and say, hey, I want to buy American, instead of just saying, oh, I just want to buy it because it's bigger? How do you get them into being more aware of what they're buying?
Well, that's the hardest part. I would say watch the film, but I'm honest with myself. It would be really hard to get much younger generations to watch this film because it's very informational. We have some funny parts in there, but the younger generation is hard. I mean, I was hoping the fact that I am a little bit younger. I mean, I just turned 28. To some people in here, that's not young, probably, but I was hoping that might help a little bit, and it has. There was a few scenes in there, that got cut. Isabelle Benoit, her son, the Bullet Blue Jeans lady, her son was all about this. He tells everybody wherever he goes. I'm not sure how old he is now. He's probably in his teens. And that is a section I was talking about with All American Clothing Company. That is when you have to make Made in America cool. Because it's here in the future, I hope we're not talking about this anymore because it's common knowledge, but we literally have to make it cool for our younger generations. And that's what I was talking about with All American Clothing. You have to outcompete these companies. And it's really hard to compete with companies like Nike and Under Armour and things like that. So, you just have to get creative and innovative, and these businesses need to find a way to market to these younger folks. And like I said, I'm not an expert in all these matters, but we have to try to raise awareness and hit that generation somehow because that's our future. All right.
Congratulations on what you've done at such a young age.
Oh, thank you.
You're to be applauded.
Thank you.
Have you found strong opposition anywhere to what you've done? Are there those who would fight against your movement?
Well, yes. I would say everybody that's outsourcing will probably fight against it. But you got to understand, I mean, I don't know. Give me a second here. I'm not trying to put them in a rough position because I think to buy American made, just slap an American made on something, and if it's a crap product, I don't want you to buy it. The thing about America is that we make good products. We make quality products, and we do it in a sustainable way. We're not getting paid 10 cents a day or 10 cents an hour, to do this stuff. I mean, we're a sustainable economy, and it's really hard to talk about that type of stuff. It really bothers me, like the stuff that goes on in Bangladesh, and you hear about the factory collapses. It's really a passionate issue of mine, but we've got to do something. We've got to raise awareness about what's going on in other countries as well, because this is one thing that I believe, is that America has to keep its standards. We cannot lower our standards to the rest of the world. The rest of the world needs to lift their standards up. Because I believe in giving a hand up, not a hand down, and a hand out. So there's a lot of factors that are going to determine our future, and I just hope people think when they buy. Thank you.
My question actually kind of correlates to that. I work for a manufacturing company in Centerville, and I'm in inside sales and estimating. A lot of our customers, they've stayed with us even though our prices are higher because of our quality, and even though they can get it for half, sometimes a quarter of what we make it for. And personally, for me, as a consumer, it's really important for me to buy local and to put my dollar, vote with my dollar, like you said. What is your opinion on if you can't find something that you want or that you feel like you need to have and you can't find it locally or in the United States, what's your advice on that?
It just depends on what your values are. I mean, I'm not here saying if you have, anybody here today has something on made in China, that you're not an American. I mean, you're un-American. Things are going to, Randy Irwin, once again, I like to go to the people that are in the film
Yeah.
because they're the experts.
To the film, like the winemaker that couldn't find the foil, right? It's not here.
They're specialty items.
Exactly.
There are specialty items around the world that America just doesn't make right
And
now.
for me in our business, I face that problem a lot with the estimating. You know, we have to have a certain type of seal or this or that, and we can only get it outside of the United States, so it's frustrating.
There's
to try
nothing
to-
you can do about that.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's, you know, you can't, you know, tear someone down because of that. But, you know, hey, that might be an opportunity for you or someone you know to, you know, maybe make a business and try to make that happen. Because like I said, it's about consumer needs. And, you know, that's what a business is for, to meet the consumer's needs. So maybe that niche in the market will pop up because you see all these American-made companies coming about now, and it's because the demand's there. So no, I mean, don't go home and say, oh, I'm not an American, I bought something overseas. It's a global economy. I'm not sure. Like I said, I want America to outcompete the world. I'm not an isolationist, I'm not a protectionist. Global economy, I believe that. But let's put policies in place and let's let America outcompete the world. You guys are smart business folks. Let's figure out a way to make that happen, and let's let Washington hear it, both Congress and our president.
You raised the issue of global economy, and I think, how do you sort of balance off the fact that Volkswagen, BMW, Mercedes, Nissan are all made in the United States? You can go to Smyrna, Tennessee, and you can buy cars down there. You can go to Marysville, Ohio, and buy a Honda. You can go to Kentucky, and on and on and on. So how do you balance out the fact that it is a global economy and that offshore brands are being manufactured in the United States? And I'm not trying to put you on the spot.
No, you're not putting me on the spot. I think that's great.
It seems like it's a bit of a dichotomy when we say made in the USA, but it's not General Motors or Ford.
Well, you're talking about if it's an American-owned company, and that's a tough question. The thing is about 30 minutes from Charleston, West Virginia. You got Buffalo, West Virginia. There's a Toyota plant there. They make engines. They make transmissions. They put those trucks together. To me, that's made in the USA. That's American-made jobs. I think it's really difficult in a global economy to pick and choose like that. Do I prefer it to be an American-made company, an American-made? Of course. But they're putting people to work, and I think that that's important. Because like Peter Raschuti said, Tulane University professor, a strong middle class is a strong economy. And right now, we're struggling because the rug has been pulled out from the middle class. And I'm not blaming this on anybody. I do not take political stances on this film. It is just a fact. Our middle class is struggling. It's hard to find a job. It's hard to pay the bills. There's no more jobs where you can just start off making $70,000 a year and provide for your family. And you know that's a tough thing, you know, from what we're used to. And I think that we need to figure out how to bring those sustainable jobs back.
I want to thank everyone for coming out, and we have photos in the lobby.
Yes,
So if
sure.
you guys